Good afternoon, welcome to our homestead. We have another solar equipment option for you, a new project that might help you out with a similar problem that we have here on our homestead, and that is physical space. And that physical space limitation is preventing us from expanding our battery storage system. And to be completely 100% off-grid 100% of the time, you need two things: enough panels and enough battery storage. So the easiest thing for us to do was to come outside of our home, and that might be an option for you. If you are starved for space for your solar system equipment, it will give you the best opportunity to get that equipment installed. This will be a three-part series of videos showcasing this new equipment, so make sure you stick around for each one of these videos. Now let me show you these awesome new products that might help you out in your situation. Let's go. And here's the first one. This is the EG4 FlexBOSS21. This is a hybrid inverter and it is NEMA 4X rated. And I'll get into what that means in a minute, along with all of the specs. Here's the second one. This is the Pytes outdoor cabinet. And this one is IP55 rated, which is almost similar, and we'll talk about the specifics of that in a minute, but this holds 4 of the Pytes V5 batteries. Speaking of batteries, here is the brand new Pytes V5 battery, which communicates seamlessly with the new FlexBOSS. What's really cool about these batteries is they have internal heaters so they can remain outside with no issues at all. And these specifically have the connection for your battery lugs instead of the Amphenol connectors. And lastly, because our FlexBOSS can take in so much solar, 21 kilowatts of solar, we need to add racking to our system and add some more panels. And that's where this comes in. This new racking system is called the Integra Rack. There are several different versions of the Integra Rack, and this one happens to be the adjustable version. And you can anchor them in several different ways. One being this really unique ground spike. And within this series of videos, I will be showing you how to assemble and install this. What's nice about this rack is you don't have to use these ground spikes. You can ballast it, which means you can move it. And that's really important for some people who are on an off-grid homestead. All right, let's get these projects started. We are just on the outside of our solar room, which lies just behind the primed yellow hardy siding that you see right there. So this is a perfect position to tie everything into our existing system. But if you don't have an existing system, pick the best spot possible on your homestead. So the siding material on your home is going to determine how you need to mount the equipment on the exterior. You can see for us we have two material types. We've got the cementatious siding, this is hardy plank, and we've also got the T111 wood siding. For us, this was the best position to hang the inverter, so we need a non-flammable surface. Again, I use the hardy backer board for that. The FlexBOSS needs to be mounted underneath the eave, and the eave cannot be too high. So we have a one-story building here with 2-foot overhangs, and that is perfect. It's going to mount against the wall. It's going to be protected from the weather for its rating. Remember, when mounting the bracket, the arrow points up, and keep in mind that the FlexBOSS weighs 122 pounds. So put in the appropriate amount of fasteners into the studs for that weight. Okay, let's get this thing up on the wall. I convinced my pastor to come over and help me. Now that we have our FlexBOSS up on the wall, let me show you how to assemble the Pytes V-Box OC. Here's where we are putting that Pytes outdoor cabinet. I've located it so that the door, when it swings open, doesn't hit our FlexBOSS, and the battery cables aren't that long connecting to the FlexBOSS. What I've done is leveled out the ground, put some of these 40-pound flat blocks on it, and drilled for our anchors into those blocks. That's plenty for the V-Box. You shouldn't have to pour a concrete pad. I did this the other day before the rain. You can see it's a little bit dirty with the pollen out here, but we just drilled 1/2-inch holes for the anchors and just tightened them down. It's solid as a rock. It's not going anywhere. In my opinion though, these aren't the best. And if they had a longer flange with a hole out here that I could use another type of anchor on, that would be even better. But this works and it's completely solid. Now I'm going to go through the instructions on how to get the rest of it together. Here's our Pytes V-Box. Let me show you what comes in the kit and how to assemble it. Of course, we've got the main cabinet box here. We also have 4 of these battery brackets, and I'll show you how to put those on. In the kit, we've got a bag of fasteners. We also have a lot of battery cable, both positive and negative battery cables. These are 4-gauge. We have some grounding conductors, we have some battery management clips here. We've also got our communication cables. And then if you do buy this from Signature Solar, they will send you an extra communication cable for the FlexBOSS21. And then we have the top portion of our battery cabinet. You can see we've got cable glands for our battery cables. We've got these communication ports right here and right here. And we also have our Wi-Fi dongle connection right here. There are 4 Allen screws on the top of this to open it up. Let me show you what's inside. We've got our big positive bus bar over here and our negative bus bar. You can see I've got some cable run in here just to show you. This one comes over to here, obviously, and this one to here. Then over on the end here, we've got a set of breakers. And then over on the other side, you can see where those breakers are on the exterior. They are all connected together, but you can see where they have labeled for each battery. Then over on this side, you can see we've got some filtered vents, and those are removable so that you can clean the filters. On the top of the cabinet, we have openings for our battery cables, and they are protected. On the inside of the cabinet, we've got our grounding conductor connecting their cabinet to the door. We've also got battery management zip ties that are pre-installed everywhere in the cabinet. The brackets that come for the batteries will essentially slide into these slots here when you slide the battery in. Just like that. Here's our Pytes battery, and you can see we've connected one of the brackets to the side here. It's pretty self-explanatory how it goes on. There are 8 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this cutout goes over the bottom handle. That's a cool thing I like about these Pytes so far is they have handles up here that are out of the way of everything. Your hand is not hitting or being cut on this side on anything, but it's also got these big carrying handles down here on the side, which are spring-loaded. And if you chose to put the bracket on this side, you can see where it would go. These 4 holes and these 4 holes. This top assembly is really easy to put on. We're just gonna put it over the top, and there are 4 bolts that you put on, super simple. They're in all 4 corners, and they are just 5mm. So we're just gonna set this top down on here for the time being until I can get everything wired. But you can see it's got this weather stripping in here, and that helps it to be IP55 rated, which means it's rated for outdoor use. It's rated for, the IP stands for ingress protection. It's rated for dust, sleet, hail, rain, sprinklers, all of that kind of stuff. The only thing it's not rated for is submersion. But once this is set up outside, you don't have to worry about anything getting in there. I'm going to show you how one of these batteries goes in, but I recommend that you put the cabinet on the base, which I'll show you in a minute, without the batteries in it, because each battery weighs 100 pounds and so does the cabinet, so you're not going to be moving it up off the ground and on top of the base very easily. So we've got our traditional handles on the top, which is nice. We've got our bracket on the side, but what helps with these batteries and getting them in a cabinet like this is that side handle that they created like this. And you're just going to lift it up and get it in the grooves of that bracket that's on that shelf and just slide it in. Then you can secure it to the shelf with the bolts that come in the package. So our videos do not get too long for you. This video will be all about the installation of the equipment, but not the wiring. So you're gonna have to stick around for part 2. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications. And as a reminder, we have a link to all of these products in the description below. And if you click our link, you will get a $50 off coupon code, which automatically shows up in your cart at checkout. So head below the video and check those out. Now that we have the Pytes box base secured to our concrete pads, and we've got most of the Pytes box itself assembled, what we need to do now is take off this back panel, and you need a 2.5mm Allen key to do that. You can see this back panel also has the weather stripping to keep it weatherproof, and this gives us the ability now to reach the mounting holes for the base itself. You'll connect it at these 3 points on the back side with the 5mm Allen bolt, and then the same on the front side. All right, friends, that's the initial installation for the FlexBOSS and the Pytes V-Box. We will be doing the wiring in the next video, so stay tuned for that. But first, I want to go over the specs for both of these. The V-Box is about 4.5 feet tall, give or take. It's got those bus bars integrated into it and the breakers. It also has room for 4 of the V5 batteries. And over here we have the FlexBOSS, which is NEMA 4X rated. The X stands for corrosion. And that means it's rated for the outdoors and from ingress from foreign objects like dust and dirt and lint and things like that. But also all precipitation, rain, hail, snow, sleet, anything like that. It's also rated for sprinklers, so coming from the bottom, and it says it is hose safe. Now I don't know about that because if you look in the instructions itself, it says to place it under an overhang where it's not getting direct rain all the time. So I don't know how that NEMA 4X rating and the instructions to keep it under an overhang really kind of marry up, but that's what it is. The FlexBOSS has the ability to take in 21 kilowatts of solar. That is huge. That is a lot more than we currently have on the property, which is why I'm adding panels. Now I've heard some people even over panel that to 25 kilowatts, but I can't recommend that, so stay to the 21. Now this will run 12 kilowatts continuously, but that bumps up to 16 kilowatts if you've got solar engaged. So if you are running from solar and battery in the middle of the day, you can pull 16 kilowatts out of this to power your loads for your house. Friends, that is perfect because you saw me recently overload my 12,000 XP by running everything in the house, even in the middle of the day. So this gives me just a little bit extra. And if I did want to pass through the grid on this, it has a 90 amp pass through. So not as big as the 18K, but that's what the GridBOSS is for. If you were thinking about the 18K PV, this one is a little bit less expensive. It only has that 90 amp pass through and it doesn't have a screen on the exterior here. It's $750 less if you use our link. So keep that in mind if you're debating between the two. Now you can see this one does not have a screen on the outside. It does everything from the Wi-Fi dongle. However, you can buy a screen for it that mounts in the interior for $100. Let me show you the inside of this. This has some locking clamps on the side where you can put a lock if you want. It's very clean on the inside. It has the same weather stripping that our Pytes box does. And your screen, if you choose to buy it, would sit right here. It's got this plastic protector and it has a few little screws in it. I hope they come up with something different in the future. These small screws on these inverters with removable panels is not fun, and I just lost one down in the dirt down here. But anyway, this comes off and we have got a ton of our MPPTs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connections for 5 different strings on 3 different MPPTs down here. That's how you can get so much solar into this thing. We've got knockouts on the back and the front, whichever suits you best. We've got our grounding bars. We've got our dual battery connections, 2 positive and 2 negative battery connections. We've got our battery breaker, and then we've got our load connection, our grid connection, and all of our communications connection and dry contacts are over here. Like I said, we'll go over all the wiring in the next video. So that's the introduction and assembly instructions for the Pytes V-Box and the FlexBOSS. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments section below the video. And if you want to check out these products on Signature Solar's website, click on our links in the video description. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and we will see you on part 2 shortly. Bye.